I'm going to pick the kids up from school. So that's what I typically do on a Friday. Go pick the kids up. And I figured I'd do a little live talking about the WNBA. And it's just like crazy out there in the WNBA world right now. I'm telling you. So in a minute we'll get in line and we won't be moving around too much. Mike can get on the phone and look at some different things. But it's amazing, man. It's amazing that these players in the WNBA are out here trying to. It's wild to me that they don't really even comprehend basic economics, math, anything like that, or how the world works. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just like, one of my favorite WNBA players is Sophie Cunningham. She comes out and she's saying all these outlandish bullshit things like wanting to, that they should get all the profits from Dick's Sporting Goods and all this kind of stuff. Like, there's so much involved in it that you can't just sit there and say those certain things. I mean, there's so many things, there's so much involved in that. I just don't understand where they come from with this math. It's like the revenue sharing and all that kind of stuff. What's crazy to me about it all is the fact that they don't even think about, oh, this is the first time we've ever made money, that there's been a profit of, look, we want money right now. I mean, that's not how the world works. I mean, you have to sustain something for a while for it to kick in, for it to work. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. These people are crazy. These WNBA players have lost their minds. That's just like, I like the way that you don't hear anything out of Caitlin Clark. She's keeping to herself about everything because, you know what? Maybe Caitlin Clark should come out and be on the side of the players and just choose a side with the players, and then the other players would immediately turn their back on everybody and choose the other path, because that's how it usually works. If Caitlin Clark says something, they're gonna go the other way. So maybe she should come out and say we should play basketball and take the money. I mean, maybe that's what they should do. So anyway, I don't know if you've seen this, the Unrivaled, which I think Unrivaled is not much of a league. I mean, to me, 3-on-3 basketball is something you play in your backyard or at the park if you don't have enough players. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand. What's his name? Enrique. I don't even know how to say the last name because I'm too Southern to be able to say it. Whatever it is. I'll have to look it up in a minute. Woman, she goes out. She played for the Wings with Paige Bueckers, and she goes out. They're out there partying like rock stars down in Miami. You know what I'm saying? They're out there giving it all they got, and she gets locked up last night, and that's crazy, man. I mean, supposedly there's some footage of her punching some dude in the face. Now, I was reading on X that some people were saying that it was a bouncer or something that she hit in the face that was trying to get her to leave and all kind of stuff like that. I don't know. I have no idea. I really don't know. But when the footage comes out, I'd be curious to see what it's all about. I'd like to see if here's the thing about it. Like, there's already people on there talking about how it's the club's fault that she hit somebody in the face. It's the club's fault. I mean, I just don't get it, man. It's always somebody else's fault. It's never ever their fault. You know what I mean? It's never, they never ever will take fault for anything. But you know what? I shouldn't jump to conclusions. Maybe it was somebody else's fault, but I don't believe so. But yeah, that happened. That happened, and supposedly you're able to, like when the U.S. Let me talk about the unrivaled also. In my opinion, I think that if you're going to be signing a bigger contract, so if you got players that are going to make millions, right, a million or more, I don't think that they should play in stuff like unrivaled, because if you think about it, like this coming year, if they do the deal like they're talking about doing, then like Aaliyah Boston will be max salary. You know what I'm saying? So she'd probably make, I don't know, million or more this next year playing ball. And if that's the case, then what is the? I would not. I wouldn't want to have a. I wouldn't want my player to go and play in another league and get hurt like she just got. Like she just did get hurt. She can't even play in the on the USA team because she's injured. Accountability is a real problem in America. There is no accountability for anything that's happening or is happening. Wake up. That's true. There's no accountability for hardly anything here lately. I mean, it has it to me. I mean, and I don't want to get too political about it, but you know, it's this. I don't know what you would call the group of people, and I'm not talking about race or anything. I mean like a age bracket, age range of people that have been catered to in a certain way, has never really had to fight for anything. That is always that I guess you would say the group. I don't know, that never had, like me for example. You know, when I was coming up, I had to go to work at like 12 years old because if I wanted shoes or clothes for the upcoming school year, guess what? I had to go out and work so I could pay for my shoes. You know what I mean? Or I'd have to go have my mother pay for everything and get some cat heads, and you know, and people would be picking on me, and I'd be fighting and stuff at school and stuff like that. So anyway, to avoid fighting people because they wanted to pick on me because I was poor. Shit, I had to go out and work. So anyway, I think that's a part of it. You have, you know, I'm wanting to, and I want to see the league play, you know, flourish. I want to see I want to watch the games this year. I'm excited about it. You know what I mean? I was really gearing up for wanting to watch the games this year, but man, hearing all this garbage, just like you read some stuff on X, and it's like there's a group that's a part of the union that's saying we're striking. You know what I mean? Like we don't want to take we're not taking anything. So man, it's wild out there right now in the WNBA. I don't know what they're going to do. I do know that if they decide to strike, then they're pretty much cooked. And I don't think there's enough people out there telling them that if you strike, you're going to be cooked, because that's just like Charles Barkley come out. And what he was saying is, like, they went on strike several times, but the difference between, and the owners didn't budge at all. Like, the owners are like, strike all you want, it don't matter to us. But the thing about it is, you had Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, all these superstars that could keep the league going in the league even after they strike. I mean, do you have that in the WNBA? I mean, you have people that think they're superstars. Like, for example, if I go right now And truth be told, no lie, no bullshit. White, black, it don't matter the color. If I go to the store and I say Michael Jordan, LeBron James, or just name somebody, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, or just, I can just go on and on and on. There's people in this, everybody's going to know these people. You know what I mean? So they had superstar status backing up their strike. Like, they could recover from it. I don't think the WNBA can recover from a strike right now. I really don't, because they don't have that. I mean, there's a lot there. It's just like Caitlin Clark. Everybody's like, oh, Caitlin Clark, but it's not like I can't go to the store and everybody know who Caitlin Clark is, but I can, and everybody knows who Michael Jordan is. You see what I'm saying? So you got to think about there's a few big stars. That's like Asia Wilson. Do you really think in Georgia I go to the store or anywhere and say Asia Wilson? They're not going to know who the hell I'm talking about. So there's not enough superstar backing, is basically what Charles Barkley is trying to tell them. Like, you don't have the same stardom to fall back on if you do this. You just don't have it. So whatever you do, be careful what you do, because if you strike and lose this momentum, see, that's another thing that's irritating to me. It's like you finally after so many years make a profit, and you decide what? You want to go on strike and make more money right now, immediately. I mean, it's just crazy, man. And then you're willing to throw it all out you're willing to throw everything away right now, instead of working out a deal that you can deal with, okay? Which, to me, the deal that's out there right now is pretty damn good. Like, a deal that you can deal with for maybe 2-3 years, and then you go and go at it, go negotiate in 2 or 3 years, and then that time frame, the owners can see that, okay, we're getting more and more popular, we're bringing in more and more money, so they would be willing to make a deal at that point. But right now, you haven't shown that it is a consistent thing. I'm sorry, you just hadn't done that. So anyway, I don't want to be on here too long, really. If I'm thinking about doing more lives, just to talk about the sports and basketball, baseball, college football, and stuff like that. But it's just crazy to me that they're just willing to throw everything away. And my problem with it is they're not even thinking about this is where another aspect of it that's screwed up. They're not even willing to think. They're not even thinking. These players right now are thinking of themselves and only themselves. They're not thinking about the future, what's coming after them. If you read the stuff they're saying and listen to some of the stuff they're saying, they're not thinking of the future players. They're thinking of, oh, me right now, I'm here, I want them, and it's the me generation. And it's just pretty sad. I mean, it's pretty sad that you're not even thinking about others or anything like that. It's just, that's not how you build a league. That's not how you sustain anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's going to be very hard for them to sustain a league like this with the people that's in it only think of themselves and not the future. So, I mean, you got to think just like those contracts. I mean, what's the Fever going to do? If it goes through like it is now, they're not going to be able to keep these superstars on their team. They're not going to be able, nobody's, it's going to, this money, revenue, salary cap, max deals is fixing to change the WNBA even more than what it had changed so already. I mean, with Caitlin Clark coming in, which means like the Fever could possibly this year keep Kelsey Mitchell, but they're probably going to have to get rid of somebody. Somebody's going to have to go. They can't keep everybody. Like maybe Sophie Cunningham or Lexi Hull. Who knows? One of them's going to have to go. Possibly two. Who knows? But I can tell you, like, not this year, but the next year, when Caitlin Clark is on the max, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, when they're on the max deal, there's no way they're going to make it. There's no way they're going to have to get. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know. I'm telling you right now, the first person going to be leaving to me would be Kelsey Mitchell. And I know people are going to be like, oh man. But then again, I don't know. Stephanie White, dude, she's so weird. I mean, she loves her. I mean, she loves Kelsey Mitchell. But, you know, granted, she's a great player, great scorer, but she's not a great facilitator. She's not a point guard. You know what I mean? She's a slasher scorer, you know. But the core of the Fever is Aaliyah Boston and Clark. That's it. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do. So, but anyway, I want to get on here and talk about the. Let me see if I can pronounce the name. Hold on. Let me look at it. Let me look it up and see. What's her name? She got locked up in Miami-Dade County. Enrique Agumabwe. I don't know, dude. I'm not African, so I can't pronounce that. So anyway, she got locked up at 4 something in the morning. I'm just waiting for the video to come out so I can see it and make my own opinions about it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I just wanted to come on here and talk about some stuff and basketball and whatever else. So hey, leave a comment, after the video is done. Leave a comment in my comment section if you want me to do more lives. I feel like I need to. I feel like I need to do more lives. So anyway, I appreciate you stopping by. And I think that's about it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's it. I think I'm done. So I don't even know how to stop I don't even know how to stop it. That's how ridiculous I am. How you stop a live?